Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and a lot of you have asked me for this video, so I put it together. This video, this is my Mavic Air pre-flight checklist. Now, like any sort of pre-flight checklist, it's probably in one's best interest to have that documented and to read through line item by line item and check off as they go. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to do it from memory. So, the first thing with the Mavic Air, before I even take it out of the case, before I even unfold it, the first thing is to make sure that I'm in a safe and responsible flying location. Because if I'm not even going to take it out of the case. So I am in a safe and responsible flying location. So my next step is to look at the drone. You do the rear first, and then you do the front. So the rear is the part that does not have the camera attached. So I flop this out, and then I fold this out. The next step is to fold the front. Fold that out, and then I fold that out. The next step, and this is easy to forget, is to pop down the landing gear. If you don't have those down, the possibility that your camera may become damaged during takeoff and or landing is probably greatly enhanced. The final step, again, another point of failure, is to remove the camera cover. It's so easy to forget this because it is a color that's, I wish that DJI had made this a bright yellow and maybe even attached a string or something to it to clearly indicate that, hey, this needs to be taken off before flight. This is not to be used during flight. So once I've done that, then it's just a matter of, and I don't have my controller in my hand here, but I'll go get it. You know, then it's a matter of, and this is my ridiculously long iOS cable, I've got to get a short one. You can find the short one within this video's description, by the way. But the next thing I do is obviously make sure that I've got my battery charged, and I do. I have a full charge, so I'm good there. Same thing goes for my controller. Do I have a full charge in my controller? Or a somewhat acceptable charge to last me through the entirety of the flight? Yeah, I got that. Pop my antennas up. There's been a lot of talk on the internet about, hey man, you need to put your antennas straight up, or dude, you need to put them straight out. So I'll just put them straight out because that seems to be the consensus opinion as far as being correct is concerned. So then I'll attach my iOS cable. In this scenario, I've got a super long iOS cable, so I'll just plug it into the bottom one. There's also the small one on the side if you're installing your iOS device or whatever device you're using in here. But for my purposes, what I'll put in there is my aftermarket iPhone holder that I like more than just plugging it in here. So that's it. I mean, that's my pre-flight checklist. Obviously, make sure that your wind is not too strong. I highly recommend carrying an anemometer. As you can see right now, we've got gusts of 4.4 knots, 3.4 knots. Nothing too strong, but something to take into consideration, especially if you plan to be landing in a tight spot. Maybe you're on a boat, maybe you're on something where there's not a lot of margin for error. So you would want to take that wind speed into account. Also, if you take it out and you're going with the wind, but you're coming back and then you're going against the wind, that needs to factor in for battery life. You know, you need to factor that in for battery life. You don't want to run out of battery when you're too far away to safely land. So that's my pre-flight checklist. Tell me what your pre-flight checklist is, and is there anything that I failed to include that I should add to my pre-flight checklist? Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/IrixGuy. And check the link within this video's description to find the Mavic Air, the case, the accessories, a lot of field test videos, and a whole lot more. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.